Okay, well, welcome everyone. We're back in Chile, and I'm now down further south of Santiago for another out-of-the-box episode of Cleantech and Coffee. I'm here with Antonio Gallizio, and he's a friend of Cleantech in our LA office currently, working a lot with Lassi Noppanen, helping the portfolio really expand into the US market. We're down here at Fuegos de Alpata.
Fuegos de Alpata.
De Alpata, there we go. At least somebody knows how to pronounce it here. So we thought we'd have a little chat about what Antonio's doing down here, as well as what he's been working on with Lassi up in LA. So, first of all, where the hell are we and what are we doing here? What have you been doing?
So we're at Fuegos de Alpata, a restaurant by Francis Malman, about 2 hours south of Santiago. What you see behind us actually is the Domo, and that's where I've been working for the past couple of weeks and where I will be for the next month and a bit.
So how about you tell the viewer a little bit more about what you've been working on with Lassi in the LA office recently. Like how did it come about?
Yeah.
And what's happening?
So those of you who know Cleantech Invest know their commitment to expanding globally and becoming a global force in cleantech and in cleantech incubation. Sort of what we're doing in Los Angeles is making good on that promise, and we're doing that by creating a platform in the United States that both current and future portfolio companies of Cleantech Invest can use as a launching pad to break into the US market. And we've identified a few opportunities which are markets which are ready to be disrupted, and we believe that Nordic technology can take a very strong role in that disruption. And it's one of those things that the more you look into it, the more sense it makes, which is good because not everything is like that. And I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy to be working with Cleantech Invest, happy to be working with Lassi. It's a very interesting and eclectic group of people. The portfolio companies are all tackling problems in different directions, and they're all doing a very good job at finding their place in the world.
You seem to have taken a strong liking towards the water aspect. Do you want to let the viewer know a little bit about what's happening with water? Why do you think it's a more interesting space to be looking at?
So water at its foundation is one of the things we need for life. But in terms of technological advancement, in terms of clean technology, although there have been advancements in water treatment and water quality testing, it has kind of fallen behind to energy storage, energy production, just because those were more kind of immediate needs. We have not really had issues with water, at least in the first world, with potability.
Yeah.
But the reality of the situation is that the pipes that we use were laid about 80 years ago, and they were not meant to sustain the population numbers that we're seeing now, at least in the United States. So there's problems that are happening in places such as Flint, and problems that are happening in places like Florida, Louisiana, and problems that will continue to happen. So I believe that the problem is there, and the problem is growing. What is the solution? And how are we going to use our engineering abilities in the Nordics and our salesman abilities in the United States to find, market, and deliver a solution to the consumer? And I mean, I believe water will be one of the next big problems we are facing, and it's coming, but we can solve it. We have the technology, we have the willingness, and we have the capabilities.
No, very interesting. And obviously you've met some of the team from Sophie Filtration in the US who are now, they're a bit more active, particularly in Texas. I believe they have a couple of test sites happening and whatnot.
Sophie is very good at finding industrial solutions, and that's something that they're good at and something that they will continue to do. And that's where it will be very important to continue to treat our water and to respect our water. That means if an industry such as coal mining uses water, they release clean water back into our system, and Sophie is very good at that, at helping them do that. There will be also another problem of consumer water. How to tackle consumer water. We have the technology, the question is how to use that technology. And we'll see what happens with that.
Sure. Stay tuned. Sounds like there's something in the pipeline, pun included or intended. Well, look, thanks a lot for jumping on for a quick Cleantech and coffee down in this beautiful part of the world. You're here for another 6 weeks or 4 weeks, depending on whether you go for a bit of a journey into the desert later. But we look forward to having a barbecue later, sometime with you at the helm, I reckon.
I reckon we can make that happen. Thank you guys for having me.
Another episode of Cleantech and Coffee, this time from Chile. See you next time.